Previously on Curvy Blurdy.
Heathens. Don't sweep my feet. Back up 50 feet. Don't you touch me. What's the difference between a bean,
no,
a pea, and a lentil, and a legume?
Nobody's gonna know.
They're gonna know.
Oh my god.
Oh, are you still there?
Wow.
She's amazing.
And also, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
That's my man doing that.
Did you miss us? So, back to the subject of eggs. I mean, have you seen the price of them?
Gosh dang.
I know. It's like a punch in the gut. It's disrespectful.
Jeez.
For the basic necessity. That is an ingredient.
Listen,
An ingredient. And
breakfast
y'all are
stuff?
making this, like, whole meal territory on the cost.
baking stuff.
Oh, Lord.
Just boiling some deviled eggs. Dang.
I know. I feel like a Lannister when I eat eggs now. Like, oh, I'm so fancy.
I need that meme of the for the vampire.
Yes.
Like they're all just looking down, like you eggless peasants.
It's like, how dare you? Oh, you don't have eggs in the morning. How dreadful is that for you?
You know what though? Okay, so I've seen a couple things of like other countries' breakfasts, and like they don't have. Well, depending on the country, but like their breakfast may not be the same as like what certain countries like. I think England kind of has a similar, kind of meat and egg and some kind of bread or protein other
Crumpet.
thing. I think maybe like for a snack or something, but like the breakfast I've seen is like the sausages with the beans, the toast, the eggs, the bacon, like just big old heavy thing. But
all hearty.
yeah. And then, we Americans, we have cake for breakfast in the form of pancakes, a sweet
Yum.
cake that we add syrup on top of, and then, of course, the eggs and the bacon and the sausage. But, like, in Japan, they've got, like, fish and rice and, like, soup, and it's apparently really hard to find, like, a Western breakfast just available, because it's
That's
just...
equivalent.
Yeah.
What I picture every time you say that, I picture Mulan when Mushu gave her meal, and it's like rice. Yes. Yeah. It had porridge, eggs, smiley face, bacon. I was like, oh, Mushu breakfast.
Listen, I've been recently making like a breakfast kind of like that, where it's like cream of wheat or like oatmeal, and then like throwing like some egg or like meat or whatever on there. And on more than one occasion, I've been tempted, if I had like my turkey bacon, because I don't eat pork, but like to make it a smiley face. But yeah, like, and on St. Croix, we had eggs and stuff, but it wasn't like a main focus. Like one that I definitely remember and desire so much is Johnny Cake. It's like a fried dough biscuit kind of thing, a slightly different dough, but like when you have it early Sunday morning after camping out on the beach, because like it was like scouts or whatever, and then like somebody like started making them, and then they're
That
fresh
beach
off
life,
of
that
there.
sounds so good.
Oh my gosh, like just all it's just something about fresh bread. And I was legit talking to homie earlier today about like fresh bread.
You're right, because my grandma would make sweet rolls in the morning, and just waking up to that smell,
Yes.
it's like, oh.
And
gonna
then
miss it.
you bite into it, and it's just like still warm,
Yes.
and then you get the
Like fresh out the oven.
Yep.
Sweet smell of bread. Yes, I feel you on that one.
Man, I've made like 2 rolls recently, or like 2 bread items. The first one was like okay, but the second one, I think it's relatively easy, like as far as the baking process, but a focaccia roll, and then that you can like kind of flavor to however you want to. So like once you get the basic dough, you cover it in olive oil, and then like it's the one that you poke like on the top, so you just
That sounds like so much fun. I want to make that.
Dude, it's so easy. It's legit easy. Like, the only thing that you're really gonna need is a little bit of space to roll, like, to knead it out. But, like, once you do that, it's a lot of, like, setting and letting it kind of just naturally rise. You put the oil, you kind of poke it, you can top it or, like, include whatever flavor, so, like, rosemary or, like, a little bit of sea salt.
Ooh.
And, girl, fresh out of the oven, it is amazing.
We need to have a St. Croix breakfast. That's all I'm saying. We need to like try to make that.
Listen, I'm over
That's
here
gotta be an
licking my
episode.
lips.
Gotta be an
about-
episode.
Thinking about the Johnny cake, like, girl, like I would love to go back and visit because it's been a long time since I've been back home. And yeah, for anybody out there, U.S. citizens, no passport required to visit the Virgin Islands. So,
Oh yeah, that's my speed.
go
know
ahead
about
and
you.
do it. Yeah, we'll do it. We're gonna hit it big, and we're gonna do it.
Yep, episode in St. Croix. We're putting that out there in the universe. It's gonna happen.
Don't laugh at me if I change my voice a little bit. You know, start tucking and.
You're home. You're home. We're not gonna judge.
Yo.
There's no judgment here in the zone.
I found a shirt online, and this I don't know who's all gonna understand this, but it was written in the more or less the Crujan dialect, and I had to send it to my mom, even though it was like borderline approps. But it said "Wapatifin Moraskont," and I was like, "What?" But
Say what?
it was crazy because
This time, what? Translate that for us. Run that back. Hold on. Run that back.
Wapatifin Moraskont. So I'll basically break it down like this. WAPA is the like electric provider, and unlike certain states where you have options on, hey, I'm gonna go to this provider or this provider, they're like the only one.
So they got a monopoly on that shit.
Straight up. And it's like Water and Power Association or something. It's WAPA. And growing up, we had a phone number similar to the company. It was like 1 or 2 digits off or something. So like on more than one occasion, we got misdialed, them thinking it was like when we answered the phone, it was them. So like, you know, and it's an island, like power went out a bit. Like it's not like we spent, you know, tons of time without power, but like it was not uncommon that like just randomly, oh, I guess the power's off right now.
So you lived that life longer than Snowmageddon.
Oh yeah, like
Snowmageddon, you're like, yeah, this is a piece of cake. We're over there like, the power's out, the power's back on, the power's out.
pretty much, yeah. Like Snowmageddon was probably equivalent to like surviving a hurricane. Like during a hurricane, you knew you were gonna lose power at some point, and it was probably gonna be off for a while. But like you might get it back, like for intervals or whatever, or it might be out. So I guess between growing up on an island and growing up in Florida, like let's just prepare.
But like, y'all Texas don't know anything. I'm ready.
People would call our house and be like, "Wapa, what the hell you think you're doing? I turn on my power." And I'm just like, I'm a child.
Like, good day. I am only 5 years old.
You've got the wrong
I have no
number.
idea what you're talking about. Please direct your anger to the correct adult.
Yo.
Good day. I said good day.
I don't know. But yeah, so it was just an exclamation to Wapa and them teeth himself.
Oh, they're thieving selves.
You got it.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna
I had to take it slow to understand. Wapa, you had to you had to explain that a little bit, but I love the explanation. Now I fully understand.
Wapa teeth and what else good? I'm not gonna translate that last part. If you know, you know.
Perfect.
But yeah, I don't know. Speaking of like these greens, beans, tomatoes, peas,
You name it.
like I'm kind of I'm hungry with curiosity.
I have many questions that keep me up at night as well. Weird ones. Like, like, we stumbled on one. What's the difference between a bean,
No.
a pea, and a lentil?
We were trying to figure out, like, okay, hey,
Oh
you
my
know,
gosh.
black eyed peas, and we were trying to make sure that we had the right
Yeah, that
name for the New Year's treat. Like,
Yeah.
it's peas, not beans, or whatever, right? And so, just hey, peas or beans, right? Difference, similarities, what? Went on a Google search and like ended up with more questions than we
and
did
down the
before.
rabbit hole we went. Little did we know they're all different things.
Oh goodness.
Yes, they're in the same family, but they
But
are all
then,
different.
Yeah, the legumes, and I didn't know lentils were like different than beans. I thought they were just a different type of bean. And
Nope.
then pigeon peas, which I explicitly remember like shelling the peas with my grandma, like didn't know that wasn't technically really a bean, even though they got the little nubbin like a bean, but it's a pea, but not like a green pea, like in the. It's a whole thing. I'm not a food
Categories,
scientist.
my man. The categories. What is going on here? I didn't know there was different one. Like, I don't even know my vegetables no more.
Man.
What? What do you mean? How peas not a bean? That's a pea. That's a green. Like, they're like peas are green and round, and beans are oval, and vary in shape.
But wait, there's other beans that are like garbanzo beans are a
Man,
different shape, and then
we
like,
have a whole rabbit hole to go down. That could be a whole episode in itself.
So if y'all want to learn about beans, peas,
Tomato.
legumes,
You name it. When we go down the rabbit hole of beans, peas,
they're good for your
Lentils.
heart.
the more you eat, the more
All
they
of
do
them
make
will
you,
make you
fart.
fart.
So have some Beano and run down this rabbit hole with us
Well,
when the time comes.
what I was actually going to ask you about food was what's your favorite meal? And I'm including all of the meals. Breakfast, second breakfast. No, I'm just kidding. Breakfast.
I'm a hobbit, man. I need 11s.
11s.
Afternoon tea.
Dinner, supper, snacks. So like what's your favorite just in general? Like meal, snacking, what do you like?
A good plate of oxtail.
Oh, girl.
That is my jam.
Damn. I haven't had oxtails in a
hot
while
minute.
now. Yeah, like I feel like oxtail levels are low. Must re-up on oxtails.
Yeah, oxtails with some sweet potatoes and mac and cheese.
Oh, mac and
They don't have to touch. They can if they want to.
Ooh.
But they don't have to touch.
You know what I'm reminded of?
What?
Luna Bunny's art.
Yes!
They were the best of friends. The yams
Yes.
and the mac and cheese.
And they were touching.
Ooh, they were cute. I'm gonna ask her if I can use her picture. They cute though.
They are cute, though. They are cute. But yeah,
That sounds like a good freaking meal. Like
Right?
I'd eat that right now. Shoot, I was gonna say I want breakfast, but like I want that. But okay, so besides that meal, I do love breakfast, but like it depends on my mood. So like, yeah, what you just described, that whole plate, all of it.
Yes.
I'll eat. Turn up. But yeah, breakfast, like I freaking love pancakes from IHOP. Buttermilk pancakes.
You know what I found out talking about meals?
Ooh.
There was, because it's no longer there, a international house of tacos. Tacos. IHOT.
Taco. I mean, I like tacos
And
now.
there's different kind of tacos. You have some that have fish, some that have shrimp, some that are beef, some that have pork, some like all the tacos.
I mean,
They should even have a Choco Taco.
oh, is that the one that they try to pull the fake out? Like, we're going to cancel them. Internet outrage. No, we're just
Man.
kidding. We're bringing them back.
Right? It's like, sure, Jan.
Okay.
Sure,
Okay.
sure you're leaving. And then you're on the shelves the next week.
Right.
Trying to make us go out and buy your Choco Tacos.
Okay. But
Did you?
No, I never really was a fan of them. Like I'm really picky with ice cream. I was gonna say, you know what ice cream that I'm just devastated about? They what's their faces? Haagen-Dazs used to have a cookie well, I mean they still technically have it, but like years ago when I was still in school, they had their Haagen-Dazs cookie dough. It was my just perfect ice cream. The cookie dough was like just delicious and then sometime after they changed the recipe of the cookie dough and I just and then now I'm on a search. Okay, so if anybody has a cookie dough that the cookie dough is by itself, for some reason every company has gotten the memo that I did not send out to put chocolate chips in the cookie dough. I'm not opposed to chocolate chips in the ice cream. Keep it out of my cookie dough. Keep your chocolate chips out of my cookie dough.
Don't
sorry.
put peanut butter in your chocolate.
No, like
Got it.
I'm not preaching.
You just want the dough.
I just want the cookie dough. Like ever
Just
since
the
this
dough.
whole, oh my gosh, you can't eat raw cookie dough.
Maybe Ben and Jerry.
They
They need to go ahead.
their cookie dough
and-
also has chocolate chips
No,
in it.
they need to make one that's just the dough.
Just for me.
Like, oops, just dough.
Like a whole pipe that's
Yes.
just cookie dough.
Like, we made a mistake. Oops, just dough.
Okay, I can forgive Ben and Jerry's because they have my alternate like diabetic coma
Is it
favorite
fish
one.
food?
It is fish food. Oh, my gosh.
God.
It is
Yes.
freaking amazing. It's got like chocolate fish, it's got marshmallowy, caramelly, chocolatey, vanilla swirl,
Got
like
all the things.
all the sugar. And like I can only have legit like 2 tablespoons, but I'm good with that too. Like it's so good.
That pint is quite delightful, I must say. I must say. I like to dine on that myself. It's delicious.
Okay, that's the sugar. Oh, we're talking about food.
Oh,
I mean, it's food, but
actual food. Foodie food.
What's your favorite thing that you make for yourself? I know I put you on the spot. I'm sorry.
Dang, man, I don't cook. Okay. Ramen.
Ramen. Ooh, nice.
Like when we go to H Mart and we just get all the ramen ingredients.
Yeah.
And you just make that at home and you get to make the broth you like and make your eggs the way you like. Whew. And then put the little ham. I need ham.
She likes ham.
Gotta have ham. Put like a slice of ham in there with some egg.
Any
It's a
Ponyo fans out there? She likes ham.
Yes. And furikake.
Oh yeah.
Put that a little
love
bit of that on
seaweed.
top.
Yeah.
Yes. That is my ramen.
Hits a spot, like
Yes.
a good like hearty meal, but also perfect for this like chilly weather that's been happening
Absolutely.
in the winter.
Absolutely.
What kind of noodles do you go for? Do you like a thinner noodle or like a thicker, chewy noodle?
Depends
or
on
like
the mood. Depends on the mood and the
Oh,
broth.
okay.
And the broth.
yeah, okay.
If it's creamier, I like the tinier noodles. If it's like a runnier
Okay.
broth, I like the thick noodles. Those udon.
I can see that. I
Udon
can
noodles.
see like because it almost feels like the thicker broth kind of that's where it makes up for more of the like heartiness.
Yes.
And then with a thinner one, like the noodle is kind of picking up on that hearty.
But it's soaking in some of that juice, so it's like,
Ooh.
it's so good. I need
Yeah.
some ramen right now. What about you? What's the favorite meal that you make for yourself?
Ooh. I don't know because like I don't have like the thing that like like oh I make this one thing and it's like the same every time. I kind of I cook based on like feeling. So like I've had things that I've made and then have had a hard time replicating it. And that's my problem. I frustrate myself. But this one dish that I made like years ago, I still taste it to this day and I'm just like, how did I do it? And I'm so mad because it was just like poof, magic, okay, bye.
I hate that happens. I cooked these eggs for my niece and nephew. And it was so good. Ooh. My nephew was like, please tell me there's more eggs over there. I'm like, they're all gone.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
And he was like, no.
And can I just say I'm not the best cook in the world? Like, my
Listen.
eggs before, my dog wouldn't even eat it. Oh. The dog was like, what
But-
the heck is this?
We've improved.
Yes,
since then.
I
And
have come,
that's
like Virginia cigarettes. Virginia cigarettes. I've come a long way, baby. I can cook a steak. I can cook salmon. How would you pronounce it?
I mean, I say salmon, but
Salmon?
like salmon, the L is just,
I know,
just
I
ignore the L.
Dude, I pronounce it like a Bible name. Salmon and Gomorrah.
Solomon.
Salmon and Gomorrah.
No, like, girl, speaking of fish, that dish that I was telling you, like, I had gone to the Asian grocery store, because I live, like, down the way from a smaller one prior to me discovering H Mart. And so I bought some, it's like fish, like, side pieces, like, it's not the fillet, it's like the just excess pieces that they don't like.
Fish hose.
Oh my god. It's like, come here, little side piece. It was fish bits. Oh, that doesn't even sound.
That's worse.
Like, it was pieces of fish. Is that better?
Yes. The pieces of
The
fish.
pieces of fish.
Not the side piece of fish.
That fish from Shark Tale.
Yes! Yes, it's Angelina Jolie
Oh my
fish.
God.
That is side fish. Oh,
So-
okay, we're gonna move past the side fish.
I went to the Asian market and I picked up pieces of fish. I mean, it's like in a container. It's like the pieces
Yeah.
of fish. And it's like for stew and stuff. And I had like some seaweed and some vegetables or whatever. And then like, I forgot what all I put in there, but like it tasted, okay, exactly half Caribbean, half Asian. Like, because I added like some soy sauce and stuff for like that flavor, but I think I added a little bit of spice and then like maybe they had Scotch bonnets, because those for some reason are really hard to find.
They are.
Like, I have to
looked for an
substitute
hour.
habanero.
Yeah, I looked for an hour for those little tiny ass tiny peppers.
They hot. But yeah, like I don't know why you can't really find
They're
them here.
so
but
good in oxtails.
Oh yeah. You always want to throw one in. That's why I had to end up buying the Scotch bonnet sauce, just because it won't really like spoil like those peppers and you know. But yeah, no, it's harder to find certain things here than it was like say in Florida. Like I can't help it. Call me snobby, but I laugh at these stateside mangoes, yo. These things are horrible.
Look, these are the only mangoes I've been around.
Listen,
If you got better mangoes, show me.
I
would love to try a decent mango.
I am this close to ordering. There's a company out of Miami that will ship produce. There are certain rules, like certain produce can't go to certain states or whatever. So like Cali has some pretty strict rules about it. But as far as I can tell, this state here, we are able to receive things. I would have brought you a mango when I came back from the islands if they didn't take it from me in freaking customs.
Boo, customs.
I'm talking about, I was so mad because I had dreamed, okay? I'm walking through the airport. I'm smelling it through my bag. That's how these mangoes smell amazing. I could smell it through my bag. I'm dreaming of sitting down in my chair on the airplane and like eating my snacks and then eating my mango. Maybe just have a little bit of the juice running down my hands, because that's how you eat a mango. It's not this green, fibrous, not sweet, you can't smell it nonsense that they sell in these stateside stores. You can smell the sweetness of the mango. You want it like just a little bit soft, not like soft where you're pushing it, but like you touch it and then you can feel it give just a little bit, and then
Where it's ripe.
perfect. And they're like colors, like the reds and the yellows and the little touch of green like going, and they're just and it's so sweet and juicy. And they took my mango from me in customs, and I'm so pissed off. And you know what, I will not visit Aruba for like a couple of, I mean, I'll go one day, but like you're on my
Aria list. You're on her Aria list.
Aruba. Anyway.
They just ripped your heart out, man.
To this, I'm still pissed. It was my mangoes
they
and
had
my
you
guineps.
by the mangoes.
And my guineps, which, if I show you a picture, they're like little... They had me by the guineps. AKA Spanish limes for some.
We need to make that a shirt.
What?
They have me by the guineps.
Merch alert!
Merch alert.
It's okay. We're just snotty by nature. That's gonna be the first. Like
I want snotty by nature.
That's TM. We got this.
Okay. To be continued. More to come. As they keep telling us. More to come.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. What, I know we talked about Johnny Cakes.
Solid fish on Johnny Cake.
Before I found out I was allergic to bananas, I used to like fried plantains.
Oh, the plantain. Oh.
Yeah. My uncle is Samoan, and he used to fry them bad boys up, and, yeah.
So,
I'm mad allergic to bananas.
Oh, Lord. Including the plantain.
Yes, the plantain. I never risked it since finding out I was allergic, so I don't know. I'd risk it for the plantain.
No, don't risk it.
I'll risk it for the plantain. Just give me an EpiPen, man. I'll know my limits.
Oh, she said, I'm not risking it for the brisket. I'll risk it for the plantain.
Yes. That was funny. I'll risk it for the brisket.
Yo, that was a crazy campaign. What was that, Buc-ee's?
I think it was photoshopped. I think they meant it as something else, and someone photoshopped her brisket for the brisket. I don't think.
Yo, it's a Texas thing. I could see it being real.
We would risk it for brisket.
That's what I'm saying.
Like big fatty brisket with
Listen.
like the nice jiggle with burnt ends. Oh yes,
bro.
Yes.
So why is it that we're here in this gigantic state of Texas, and like I have yet to be able to find enough good barbecue?
They're hoarding it out, and nobody wants to tell you the good barbecue places because they don't want you to fill it up.
I'm gonna need to know where this good barbecue
Plus,
spot
the
is.
good barbecue spot, they charge way more than they used to. Like, brisket went up. Like, it's inflation.
Dude.
Like, to get, like, my usual brisket we would smoke, that's like $50. Like, you're paying almost $100 for a good-sized brisket.
Oh, I might have a spot for you that I just found out about where I'm about to go send someone on an errand to get some oxtails.
Go on.
It's a place in South Dallas, the Chop House.
Ooh.
Heard good things, but it's like kind of a buy in bulk. But I legit heard from 2 people. Yeah, that's where they get theirs from. So that's the next spot I'm gonna try to check out.
Right on. We gotta try that out and then cook it and give you guys a review.
Listen,
We're gonna eat it, but you get to review. You get to know how great it tastes. How lucky. How privileged. I know. I feel like
hear us eating it.
I feel like Aunt Lydia on.
Oh my God.
Yes, the privilege, the honor.